Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, the man who police say intentionally drove his SUV into a holiday parade in Waukesha is in court for the first time since that tragedy that killed at least 6 people and wounded dozens more. Jay Gray has the latest from Waukesha.
The man police say was behind the wheel as an SUV accelerates into a holiday parade, expected in court this afternoon, where he'll be formally charged with 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide.
Hey, I called an Uber.
Video from a doorbell camera appears to show Darrell Brooks Jr. just after the tragedy, telling the resident he's homeless, asking to come inside to call Uber minutes before he was arrested. We now know Brooks has a long and violent criminal history, multiple convictions, and pending charges after accusations he fired a pistol at his nephew last year, then earlier this month, punched and in the same SUV ran over the mother of his child. 3 days later, flowers and candles dot the parade route, Main Street, shifting to a memorial honoring the 5 lost and dozens injured.
We're here and we are all feeling this moment because we are like family.
Milwaukee Brewers players joining fans for a fundraiser to support families of the victims.
I think healing is a process, and healing requires us to lean on each other and care about each other.
Healing that is painful and difficult.
Everyone's just kind of showing support to each other and being there for people who might have lost someone.
After a tragedy that many in this community say has forever changed the holiday season here. Jay Gray, NBC News, Waukesha, Wisconsin.
And again, he has now been in court and charged with 5 different charges. Jeff, how's the weather outside today?
Well, temperatures hit 40 across parts of the area today. They're not really cooling off quickly at all. Here we are in Minocqua right now. The temperature is at 37. Overall, kind of a nice day, right? 36 currently in Rhinelander, 32 for Anago. We'll cool off only down near 30 tonight because we've kicked in a strong south wind. This will stay with us all night long tonight. So not like last night when we had low temperatures down near 4 or 5 across parts of the area. We'll have lows tonight down near 30, which is well above the average of 20 this time of year. Okay, so there are some clouds out there, but overall we'll call it partly cloudy skies tonight. Our attention then turns toward the west. Lots of you are traveling, I know. There's just no big systems across the Great Lakes or the Midwest anywhere right now. So if you're traveling, no worries. Air traffic doing well today, road traffic doing well too. So we'll keep that going through tomorrow before a system enters the Great Lakes region later on Thursday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies with low temperatures down near 31. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The numbers are in from the opening weekend of gun deer season here in Wisconsin, and hunters bagged fewer bucks than they did last year. State DNR leaders say hunters killed more than 85,000 deer. That's down about 14% from last year. However, the number of deer shot in what they call the northern woods, including our region, was up by 9%. DNR leaders say part of the reason for the drop is more hunters are opting for archery and crossbow season instead. On Wall Street, the Dow rallied late today, gaining 195 points to close at 35,814. The S&P 500 rose slightly, while the Nasdaq fell by about 0.5%. Dollar Tree, known for selling everything for just $1, is raising its prices for the first time in 3 decades. By the beginning of next year, all the items that used to cost $1 will now cost $1.25 because of inflation. Company officials say the price hike will give them more flexibility to bring back customer favorites and introduce some new items. As millions of Americans begin to travel for Thanksgiving, today President Biden announced a move designed to help lower gas prices. Isabel Rosales has details.
Mounting pressure to lower rising gas prices.
I think they're ridiculous. They keep going up and there seems to be no end to it.
President Joe Biden now giving the okay to lift the lid on an emergency stockpile of oil.
While our combined actions will not solve the problem of high gas prices overnight, it will make a difference.
In the thick of the busy holiday travel season, the White House says the Department of Energy will release 50 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
That's the amount that we think would be useful to help middle-class consumers get through this period of elevated prices.
China, India, Japan, South Korea, and the United Kingdom will conduct a coordinated release along with the U.S. Americans paying on average $3.40 per gallon, according to AAA. It's aggravating the biggest inflation spike in decades.
750,000 people in Kentucky depend on natural gas or propane to heat their homes. It's a choice, in some cases, between putting food on the table and staying warm.
But it will take weeks before barrels hit the market. While the president was privately advised that tapping into the reserve wouldn't do much to alleviate the current problems, some lawmakers argue it's a start.
I don't think it can hurt.
The move may be largely symbolic, showing nations reluctant to ramp up oil production. The U.S. is serious about taking action. In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
The number of new COVID-19 cases reported in Wisconsin today is the most in almost a full year. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports just over 4,200 new cases, raising our daily average for the last week to just over 3,100. DHS also reports 39 new deaths today, nudging our daily average for the last week back up to 15. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin School of Medicine and Public Health are partnering with the NFL to study on-field impacts. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel shows us how computerized mouth guards could help keep athletes at all levels of play safer.
One of the unique aspects of this study is the ability to take these measurements on the field of play.
The joint study isn't the first to measure gameplay impacts and injuries. What makes this one special is where the measuring takes place.
We know across all injuries that the incidence and the severity of injury is much higher during competitive sport than during practice.
Student athletes from around the U.S. will wear special mouth guards.
So these are essentially a traditional mouth guard, as would be typically worn for sport, for football, with an added layer and added accelerometry equipment that is molded into the front of the mouth guard.
Those will gather impact data, like how your head jerks, how you bite down, and other key information that NFL engineers will pool and analyze.
That is a great partner institution for us to be able to continue these types of investigations with the ultimate goal of enhancing the safety, health, and wellness of our student athletes.
The NFL launched their $60 million commitment back in 2019. Student athletes can opt into the program, helping shape preventative policy for years to come. For Newswatch 12, I'm Cooper Henkel.
We've definitely seen it in movies before, but now NASA plans to launch a mission to divert an asteroid in case they have to do one for an asteroid headed for Earth. Why the same physics at play and could be keeping us from going the way of the dinosaurs. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Head to AutoGear for the best in automotive accessory installation. AutoGear installs the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Tinting, wheels and tires, custom seat covers, and so much more. Talk to an accessory specialist to see what AutoGear can do for you.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopko Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopko Optical. You'll see.
Celebrate Eye Care Month this November and get 33% off a complete pair of glasses.
This is Dave. He thought he'd save money by getting internet from one company and TV from multiple providers. You see, Dave and his wife watch live TV, Ella her favorite kid shows, and Henry loves sports. It was costing Dave a lot. So Dave switched to Spectrum. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499. Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits includes a free modem and free online security software. And Spectrum TV with over 125 channels includes live, local news, and regional sports, and up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Plus, with the free Spectrum TV app, everyone can stream on their devices anywhere. So now Dave has one bill, one provider, no contracts, and is saving a ton. Be like Dave. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499 or visit spectrum.com.
Get your gear at Auto Gear, specializing in automotive accessories. Auto Gear carries the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Lift kits, spray bed liners, trailer hitches, and so much more. Visit the showroom in Rhinelander to see what Auto Gear can do for you.
All right, many of you are on the move this week with travel plans around Thanksgiving. A beautiful day today to do it. The roads are just fine. Air travel's fine as well. There'll be a couple ripples in the system, probably getting into Friday and Saturday coming home. But overall, a very quiet week around here going forward. Temperature-wise today, though, love sunshine, right? So 36 right now, but it was up near 40 earlier. 37 Arvida, 39 for Wausau. So it's comfortable out there. Remember last night we had low temperatures down near 4 or 5. We will not do that again tonight, as there's just a lot of warmer air across the Midwest right now. There were some 70s across Nebraska and Kansas. Now, no 70s for you, but many of you could touch 50 across central Wisconsin tomorrow. The rest of us basically hanging out in the low to mid 40s. Okay, all courtesy of a south wind occur right now, and it's going to gust tonight near 20 to 25 miles per hour. That will help to keep temperatures up, and with some cloud cover, we're going to have lows tonight down near 30 or 32, and that's well above the average low of 20 this time of year. So going forward, 46 tomorrow, but a couple of you could do 50, 27 though on Thursday. A cold front is going to come through tomorrow night, and then we stay cold on Friday, then kind of back up a bit, for Saturday, Sunday, to Monday. We could do 37 again by next Monday. So overall, tomorrow is the warm day. Enjoy that with some sunshine through the afternoon. All right, let's check on our snowman here. So we've had 4.1 inches of snow so far in Rhinelander this snow season. Last year by today, we had 12.4 already. So, to beat our record of 116.3, the biggest snow season ever, we're getting a slow start, and there's just no snow in the forecast anytime soon, except for a couple snow flurries maybe in the forecast tomorrow night, but that's it. Other than that, though, we have dry conditions across the Great Lakes and the Midwest. There's a front in here that's going to come through tomorrow evening. As it does, it could give us a couple light snow flurries, but other than that, though, we're dry. Mostly just a wind shift tomorrow night as the colder air will flood in behind that. So here's the map, and high pressure pretty much everywhere. You can't get bad weather at a high pressure. By the way, this storm here, though, will become a thing for the East Coast really Friday to Saturday. So if you're traveling off that way, you may have trouble getting back this way because they'll have lots of wind, rain, and snow over there. For us, though, we're quiet into the weekend, except for a couple flurries in the forecast tomorrow evening. Here's the futurecast showing that maybe a little bit of light snow tomorrow night. Other than that, though, we are dry through Thanksgiving. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies or increasing clouds. Still breezy with low temperatures down near 31. That's a change, right? For tomorrow, all right, it's Wednesday already, mostly cloudy skies and breezy. A couple of you are going to go for 50 tomorrow. Most of us, though, will get stuck in the mid-40s with that south wind around 25 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that chance for some light snow tomorrow night into early parts of Thursday. And then we're dry through the weekend with temperatures back in the 30s. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. It's something out of a Hollywood movie, as today NASA will be launching its first ever mission to redirect an asteroid. Morgan Chesky shows us how it's designed to work.
How big? It's what we call a global killer. Nothing would survive, not even bacteria.
And a scene straight out of the movie Armageddon. Real-life NASA scientists are going to ram a spacecraft into one massive asteroid. Unlike the movie, though, this space rock is not heading towards Earth. But the mission is the first test of NASA's planetary defense technology, should the need ever arise.
This is the first time SpaceX has taken a NASA spacecraft and intentionally launched it on a trajectory to escape Earth and crash into an asteroid. So, again, pretty cool mission. Very excited to be a part of it.
The spacecraft, called DART for Double Asteroid Redirection Test, will launch on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. It'll travel more than 6.5 million miles to reach the asteroid, then slam into the space rock at 15,000 miles an hour. NASA scientists will then watch closely to see if and how the trajectory of the asteroid changes after the impact.
Our hope is to prove that by impacting a spacecraft onto the rock, we change its movement. We change its overall speed.
DART's goal? Intercepting an asteroid called Didymos, as wide as the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and actually target its secondary body or moonlet called Dimorphos, which itself is 525 feet wide. Dimorphos, the smaller rock, orbits the larger asteroid.
We're going for the smaller one because it's easiest to measure a deflection with the smallest one. Like if you try to push a car, it takes, with the same force, it's a lot easier to see any motion than if you push a larger car or a truck, right? So we're trying to go after the one object where measurement of a change is the easiest for us to detect from the ground.
DART's long and epic journey starts today and is expected to make impact with the asteroid come fall 2022.
It's Morgan Chesky reporting. Did you ever find something you'd been missing for a long time? Well, a Utah man just found a class ring. You won't believe how long it's been missing. Details after the break.
Brought to you by Lockview Desert Health Center, Eagle River, and Waters Meat.
You have found your soulmate. Now it's time to find the perfect ring. At Golden Carat Jewelers, you can choose from an extensive selection of engagement and wedding rings. Fresh designs reflecting the most current trends, from organic, art deco, and vintage design to timeless classics in white, yellow, and rose gold. See the new Romance Collection, Lyria and Lumiere Bridal Collections, and new styles from Gabriel, New York, Eskashi, and more. Engagements begin here. Will yours? Golden Carat Jewelers, downtown Minocqua.
When you call a company other than Maher Water Corporation to service your water treatment system, do you really know what or who you are getting? Many companies just measure you up to do a bang-up job, then charge hundreds of dollars and have you sign service contracts. Maher's technicians are trained to not only service our own water care equipment, but most others as well. So if you don't want just any service tech servicing your water equipment, call us at Maher's today.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Lance Truck, we got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Nobody has more used trucks all on one lot, all priced to move. So when you're ready to buy your next truck, know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move.
We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
News Watch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
A man who lost his gold class ring back in the 1940s has now learned it has been found, and the Utah man who discovered it wants to return it. Dan Rascon reports.
In the small central Utah town of Richfield, you never know what treasures might be lurking underground. That's why Kelly Stewart is all about metal detecting. He's been doing it for 50 years.
Little piece of brass.
That's nothing compared to what Kelly has found over the years.
This is a unique piece.
Cabinets full
Little everything.
of little treasures he's uncovered.
A few old ones here that's probably dates 1800s. This is a really old bracelet I recently found.
But nothing compares to what he found in February of 2019.
It's a 10K gold ring.
A Colorado School of Mines class ring from 1943, still in mint condition, found at an abandoned home just blocks away from his house.
I pulled it out and I started hooping and hollering.
The only clue of its owner?
Inside the band right there is his initials, RWD. That's all I had.
Kelly put on his detective hat and went to work. For starters, he got a 1943 Colorado School of Mines yearbook off eBay. In there, his first major clue, a young man by the name of Richard William Deneke.
Stuff that I found on him.
Then, through months of web searches and postings, Kelly recently found that Deneke was still alive and at a nursing home in Georgia.
This is Kelly Stewart here in Utah, the one that found your gold class ring.
Deneke is set to turn 100 years old in just months. What do you think of him finding your ring?
Well, thank you very much.
You're sure welcome.
I think it's amazing.
So how did the ring end up here, of all places, in the small town of Richfield, Utah? Well, 70 years ago, Deneke says he bought a home out here because his company's office wasn't too far away.
I was in my late 20s, you know, when I was there.
Kelly is now working to get the ring shipped to Deneke.
That he's still alive to get it back. That's what's really amazing.
Yes, finding treasure is sweet. But finding the owner of those treasures is so much sweeter.
If I can find something that's got a person's name on it, I'm just in heaven.
In Richfield,
I think it's remarkable.
Dan Rascone, KSL 5 News.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
When you take a statin drug to reduce cholesterol, it can also deplete your CoQ10 levels. Cunol can help restore this important heart health nutrient. Cunol, the better CoQ10.
Think about your job. Now, imagine your new job. It is a possibility. If you're good at what you do, have confidence and drive, maybe it's time to go here. Good jobs need good people, and now's a very good time. Kosurik Automotive has good jobs waiting in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Rhinelander, and the bennies are bountiful. Check it out. It might be your time to fly.
You've decided to go back to school. Good for you. So, which would you rather do? Get up early, get dressed, drive to college, find a parking spot, walk across campus, only to sit in a giant lecture hall, or earn your degree from home with Independence University?
I have two small children, a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, so the online format and the flexibility was a must.
I could work at my own pace, and I was still able to take care of my kids while going to school.
We'll even provide you with a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate, and a personal student success team.
I have had such personalized attention, and it's an online degree.
If I had a question on the coursework, I always got my answer within an hour or two.
I will never be able to express what I owe this institution.
Independence University, online, but never alone.
Call 1-800-879-1493. 1-800-879-1493.
All right, buddy. Last night we were talking about temperatures hanging out in the single digits tonight, but last night, but not so much tonight. We're gonna have lows basically down near 30, which is above the average low of 20. We'll take it.
Yeah.
There are some clouds trying to move in the area now. It'll actually help keep temperatures up a bit tonight, along with that south breeze all night long. But we're about to go through some changes. So tomorrow night, this time, a front's going to come through. Northwest wind, drop temperatures, probably a couple of snow flurries along that. Maybe some light snow early Thursday, but that's it. Then we're dry through the weekend with temperatures back in the 30s.
Still no big excitement in the forecast.
Boring. That's okay. Boring.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Newswatch 12 at 6. See you back here at 10 with more.